What's up, y'all? It's Station Asia. We back with another reaction video. Today, y'all, we got Jeannie Mai and Jeezy has split. We're going to get straight into it. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the impressive channel. So it has been revealed by the Atlanta Journal-Constitution that the rapper Jeezy filed for divorce from the TV host Jeannie Mai. In the filing in Fulton County Superior Court says Jeezy, whose real name is Jay Jenkins, is already separated from Mai and they have signed a prenuptial agreement. Jeezy is seeking joint legal custody of their daughter, who was born early last year.
I want to know.
She signed a prenup.
Okay.
You signed a prenup.
Yeah, he made sure that. He probably like, ain't nowhere until you sign a prenup. But I want to know what made him divorce her.
Because men don't too much divorce women.
Yeah.
It's usually the other way
I want to
around.
know what made him divorce her. Usually you hear about the woman divorcing the man all the time. Like you said, you don't usually hear about the man divorcing the woman. So now I need some insight.
I seen somebody post.
I'm curious.
I seen somebody post on Facebook. And they posted like the article about them breaking up. It said, "What she do to my man?"
This ain't no funny map.
It's show like because families have broken up.
I'm gonna just press
Now,
play.
Jeezy
I don't know
and
what
Jeannie
you was
have
about
been
to say.
married over 2 years. They got married in March of 2021. And I remember when they got married. It was
That's a nice
very
suit.
hush-hush. And this was during the time The Real was still on. And for those who don't know, The Real was a talk show that Jeannie was a co-host on.
Yep.
But yeah, I do find it very interesting that now 2 years later, they have split. Now, what made Jeezy file for divorce? From Jeannie?
Exactly.
We don't know all the details, but I do have my speculation on why it didn't work out.
Let me know.
Before I get into that, I first want to thank Raycon for
Girl.
sponsoring.
Leave Ray J alone.
The battery and E-Man is the sound jaggate that they.
Damn.
Now back to the video. Jeannie
Thank
and
you.
Jeezy had an unexpected romance that started back in November 2018. And the relationship progressed pretty quickly. After dating for over a year, they got engaged and then they eventually got married. But the marriage was short-lived, and I do think the reason for this is because Jeannie and Jeezy more than likely grew apart because they lived two different lives.
Yep.
Jeannie is in LA, she lives the Hollywood life, and Jeezy is in Atlanta.
So you telling me they was married, living in two whole different states?
Maybe it's just where they're from.
Oh, well, people from different places all the time.
But literally, like when I think about it, I thought about this then too.
Yeah.
Is that her culture is completely different from his. Completely.
Which that doesn't mean anything because people also marry from different cultures all the time.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah,
that's
nothing
good
at all.
or whatever. But sometimes you have that can be the biggest thing because if she still sticks to some of her cultures that he's not going to willing to stick to, or if he wants things a certain way that he feel is him, then. And she doesn't want to go by that, then that could be a problem. It could be her family. It could be his family.
Maybe more so of their lifestyles. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But like, I mean,
Jeezy did become a whole new Jeezy.
Yeah. Because honey,
he ain't been Jeezy the Snowman.
All right. I don't know what a snowman is,
He been Jay.
He just Jeezy now. He ain't Jeezy the snowman child. We couldn't even wear them t-shirts to school.
Sure could.
Back in the day.
They thought them were drug shirts, Lord. I mean.
But no, for real.
Right.
For real. Honestly, when it was announced that they were getting married, I was just kind of like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think a lot of people were. I'd be lying if I say I was shocked that they're getting a divorce. Not that I was hoping for it or praying on it.
I wasn't shocked.
You know what I'm saying? But
yeah.
You was?
No, I wasn't.
Oh, okay. But
I was shocked to find out that it had only been 2 years.
Yeah.
But they already been split. I felt
like it was longer or something.
They already been split, they said. They been split before the divorce, before they filed for divorce.
I
So
wonder how long they been split.
If y'all been married for 2 years, that means after the first year, y'all already split it up.
Unless marriage work different for celebrities, because in most places you gotta be split for 2 years.
I thought it was just a year.
I don't know. I ain't never been married before.
Me neither, but I think it's only a year.
Yeah.
And that means after little baby Jeezy was born.
I don't know.
And he's pretty low key. He will go out and do some tours here and there, but he's a businessman in Atlanta. So I think they live 2 different lives. They run in different circles. They have different friends, different cultures. So I think they kind of got together because they wanted something from each other. And once they got what they wanted, the marriage pretty much ran its course. They both benefited from the publicity that this relationship gave them.
That's a fact.
I think Jeezy married Jeannie because of the temporary publicity, and also Jeannie has the look and aesthetic that he probably was going for. He wanted
they was
to
cute
marry
together
somebody outside of his race, and he got that. And he
wanted to
realized after a while that he wasn't really
That's not
ready
a problem.
to be married for real. This is actually the first marriage that Jeezy has been in, from what we know. At one point, he was engaged to one of his exes named Malette Mahi. I hope I'm pronouncing her name right, but he was engaged to her. However, he called off the engagement.
She looked like she wanted to take his money.
Jeannie was the only one he actually married, and I don't think he has ever made a commitment this big before. And once he got married, I'm sure he realized it wasn't for him. And I do wonder if there was any infidelity going on. I don't know for certain, but I wouldn't be surprised if that were the case too. But for now, I'm thinking that Jeezy probably got tired of being married. He got married to Jeannie because it was good publicity for him at the time, and also he wanted to marry somebody outside of his race and culture. He probably was attracted.
How
to
you
Jeannie
know that? Did he say that?
Reason. So
right.
He had his motives, and also I think Jeannie had her motives for getting married to Jeezy as well. For one, Jeezy had money. Okay. Jeannie was not going to get married to a broke dude. She was going to make sure he had money because she needed that security, especially after the real ended. And also, I think she saw Jeezy as a way to kind of get her foot through the doors of urban entertainment. So she saw the potential opportunity in that, and it was good publicity for her as well. Lastly, and this is going to sound wrong to say,
why she keep sitting on them bikes sideways like that?
Because she wanted to have a mixed race child with a famous rapper. Okay?
Why? How
and
do
I
you
hate
know
to say
that?
it like
This
that,
shit
but
stay
honestly,
there.
That's a stretch. That is a stretch. That
First
is an accusation right there.
First you telling us he want to date outside his race. How you know that? When did he say that? Did he say that?
And when did she say she wanted a
mixed race child? Why, how you know she did?
That's crazy.
Maybe she just,
But like, I don't idolize couples relationships as much as I love DDG and Halle together. I don't idolize them because at the end of the day, they're celebrities.
They just like us.
They're just like us.
Just out in the
and most celebrities' relationships are business.
Yeah,
it's business. It's entertainment.
And the thing too is like, I feel what she said about it was good publicity because
it was a lot.
Even though like when they started dating, like maybe they really was feeling each other and it wasn't even supposed to be like that. But when everybody start hyping it up and stuff, he might start feeling like, yeah, this might be it right here. Yeah, this is the one. She the one. Blah blah blah. Because everybody else is saying it. It's like a hypnosis type of thing. Everybody is saying this, yet dangling that thing in front. Yes, this is who you're gonna marry, and then
that's why you can't listen to the internet, because the internet will set you up.
Okay, because they might have was supposed to just been a little fling, a
little couple nights here, a little couple nights there. I'll meet you in Paris, and then we're gonna go back to Atlanta, and then we're gonna go to LA.
Think about it.
We're gonna go on our ways.
Because he's from Atlanta, she from LA. He bad boy, she like good girl, and it's like a forbidden thing. She probably was like, "Oh, I shouldn't even be messing with him, but I'm gonna do it."
It might have also on her. It might have been the rush. Of being with him
with the snowman.
Okay, because the new one improved Jeezy, baby. To us, baby, you're still the snowman.
You're still the snowman.
Okay.
That's it.
Honestly, I'm starting to think it's true, because prior to her marrying Jeezy, Jeannie was in a 10-year marriage with a man named Freddie Hartize. And throughout that marriage, she told him that she did not want any kids. And there were legitimate reasons why she didn't want children. She
what were
had
they?
a lot of trauma to unpack from her childhood. So that was a big reason. But also, I think she probably didn't see the opportunity in having a child with somebody like Freddie. Having a child with Jeezy was probably more appealing because she could stand to have more monetary gain. I mean, Jeezy is rich and black and famous, and she could capitalize off of having a biracial child with a famous rapper. And I'm not saying that she only had a child with Jeezy.
Honestly, that baby gonna be known as Jeezy's daughter before he's known.
I'm so
It's
sorry,
just the
Jenny.
truth. It's just the truth. It's the truth of the internet. She will be known as Jeezy's daughter.
Yeah.
Before she's known as
Jeannie Mai.
Jeannie Mai's daughter. And that's just the true reality of it.
I mean, because Jeannie Mai, she was on the real. What else did she do? Like, anybody that know, let me know. Like, was that her coming out thing? Like, that's how she became famous because she was on the show, background. Or did she have money before doing other stuff? Like, what did she do?
If you like know like some of her background, like,
yeah, let us know.
Respectfully, let us know in the
but
the comments.
Jeezy has been out since 2000 and we was hopping
Jeezy
out the shower, getting ourselves together. We're gonna need about an hour, you know. Jeezy baby.
Why you say it like that, man?
But Jeannie is not a dummy either. She knew that she wasn't going to have a child with the wrong person. And she saw Freddie as the wrong person to have a child with. She waited until she found the right person to have a child with. And Jeezy had the quality she was looking for.
What is the quality?
Do you know how hurt I would be to be married to somebody for 10 years? We don't have a kid. You move on and have a baby with somebody within 1 to 2 years of being with them?
I'm not going to stay with nobody for 10 years if they don't want to have no kids, and I do.
That's a fact, too.
I'm just going to leave.
That's a fact, too.
I'm just going to leave.
If you want kids and you with somebody who don't want kids, why y'all still together?
Right, because you think that they're going to change their mind? No, people who want kids with you,
they gonna have them kids with you.
Kids. It's not
because
gonna be
now
a problem.
That they done moved on and had kids with somebody else, you look crazy.
Exactly.
Because you still ain't got no kids.
Exactly.
So I think Jeannie and Jeezy both got together for ulterior motives, and they got what they wanted out of the marriage, and they went their separate ways. That's what I think. Jeannie had something that his exes didn't have, and Jeezy had something that Jeannie's ex-husband Freddie didn't have. Freddie was not famous like that. He was just a regular white guy.
Oh no!
Jeannie for who she.
What are you laughing at?
Why is race such a big thing to this woman? He's just a regular white guy. That is a human being.
I don't know how many times I done heard culture, lifestyle, black man, white man. What?
Rich. Broke.
Regular.
You just down in these. It's a regular white guy. I'm so sorry, sir.
This man, if he watched this video, not ours, hers.
Yeah.
If he watched her video, this man got to go and remember, look in the mirror and remind himself who he is. Because what?
He could have self-esteem issues. Because no. Yeah, me and Jeannie Mai had some
they
words.
They gonna think we rude, man, because we keep laughing at.
I'm not laughing at nobody's pain. I'm just saying, why I got to be raised? This is just I knew she was finna say that too. I was sitting here like, she better not say white man. And what did she do?
She said it.
And then got the most. Where did you find this video? Like, he hunted. What did you find this video? Oh no. Who is impressive? Because I think you just you is funny, girl.
We gotta cut it out.
Yeah, we done. Go ahead. Next.
We gotta let the video play now.
Oh yeah, go ahead, video.
He never really challenged her, and that kind of was his fault because
was you there?
Jeannie to pretty much.
Was you there?
How you know it?
He did challenge her. They might have went and did all kind of things. They was together for 10 years. He ain't challenged her.
We gonna let the video play.
For real.
We gonna let the video play.
Walk all over him. And Jeannie herself admitted that in so many words on the reel. But Jeannie started to get a little bit more famous. She started to make more money. And she got to a point where she didn't really respect Freddie like that because she felt like he wasn't really on her level. Now, at one point, he was good enough for her because he did have some financial stability. He wasn't making crazy money, but he had enough that made Jeannie secure at the time, at least before she started making more money in her career. And also, she saw Freddie as somebody who was safe. Even though she was attracted to black men, at the time she preferred to be married to a white man, and she did admit this on the reel.
Okay,
and the
she
comment
admitted
she
it.
made was pretty controversial.
Go to it.
You dated black guys.
Loved black guys. Yeah, I did. But for me, dark meat on the side, white keeps me mean and lean. You know, that's why I married a white man.
You can't say that on TV.
What the hell you mean, dark meat on the side?
This ain't no slaughterhouse. The word.
Shut up.
You dated black guys.
Loved black guys. Yeah, I did. But for me, dark meat on the side, white keeps me mean and lean. You know, that's why I married a white man. That's what I like. When I think about men, I like dark men. I do.
Right, you like your main man to be white and your side piece
No.
to be dark.
That's what you said.
I used to date black men, okay? And I think they're attractive. But what I decided to stick to, because it just kept me happiest, was my man Freddie, who happens to be white.
Are you sure?
Yes!
So I was right. I was right.
What was you right about?
I was right when I said that her Jeezy probably was just a fling. She
That's
won
all it was supposed to be.
Exactly. She won the little night out on the town, fling a ding ding.
What they messed up at was when they got spotted together.
That's it. After that, they just had to take it there. So, ain't that what it's?
Really wild statement Jeannie made. She was wild for that. She did end up apologizing for it, but still, listening to it again was just crazy. But Jeannie ended up making Jeezy her main dish because he had qualities that appealed to her, and also he was her true preference. She couldn't admit that while she was married to Freddie, but her true preference was always a black man, and a black man with money sealed the deal for her. However, her relationship with that black man still did not work out.
You just have to call this lady out.
All I done heard out of this video is she a gold digger that like black guys.
And black guys.
And she was married to a white guy that was broke and didn't make her as happy as she tried to make it
And
seem.
he wore camouflage.
It's sad it feels.
That's
And back to the topic at hand. I believe another reason why Jeannie and Jeezy probably didn't work out is because their communication may have been a little off. Like I said, I think they grew apart, and to me, it seemed like they had separate lives. And even when they did the whole baby shower thing on the reel, there was kind of a disconnect. I don't know. It just seemed like they weren't really compatible like that. Also, Jeannie admitted that she
they
and
were just
Jeezy
supposed to
had
be
some pretty
sex buddies.
heated conversations. Jeannie has a hot temper, and her ex never really challenged her to change. But when she got with Jeezy, she did try to make some changes because, unlike Freddie, she actually respected Jeezy, and she knew that Jeezy wasn't going
Did
for
she
her
say this
nonsense
stuff
either.
on the
So
reel?
she tried to do what she could do to be
I'm
more
waiting on her to say that.
submissive and be more, I guess, cooperative. But I think in the end, it probably got explosive between the two of them, which is probably another reason why they went their separate ways.
For example, I have a really hot temper. Not a lot of people know this, but it's just something in my family. I've seen it in my grandmother. I saw it in my grandfather to my grandmother to my mom, to my aunts, to me, right? But I didn't notice it in myself until I was with Jeezy.
Interesting. You didn't notice in your previous marriage?
No, because it has to do with the type of relationship you have and the type of respect you have for that person to mirror things back to you where you actually would stop you in your tracks and evaluate yourself, you know?
So you had it.
So basically, he ain't never called you out on your BS.
Basically, you ran all over him like a soccer field.
Basically,
is what it sound like.
So I had it, but nobody
nobody
ever called me out on it. I didn't notice that I had a hot temper until I got with Jeezy.
It's a nice picture. I'm using
here's
for the
a person
thumbnail.
who is my equal, and I really respect. And when I would spew some of my old habits, and he was like, like who?
That's what I was about to say.
And
Jeezy put his
Is
foot
it
down.
really that because you respected Jeezy, or did he say, "Girl, you got me up"? When you tried to get a little rowdy with him, because I believe he would probably be like, "Girl, who
Jeezy
really is you
he
talking
put
to?"
his foot down. Like,
Yeah.
you ain't finna talk to him crazy.
Exactly.
You ain't finna do none of that.
I could never see you walking over the snowman. I could never. Ever. Not our snowman.
Okay.
also, it would trigger him to come back at me with things where I was like, who the do you think you are? But I was triggering him. But he never told me to fix my temper. I just
nice one,
saw
too.
it and I thought, unless I want to stay in this place where I lose this person I love and I stay in my comfort zone of doing what I want to do and function the way I have for the last 40 years when nobody else had to stop me.
Which obviously has done quite well for you.
Right, I could have. But this was something greater that I wanted. And also a great challenge to myself to say, what if, now that I know it exists and the dragon's there, what if I got rid of that? How do I kill that dragon or store it in its place so that it never creates havoc in my life? And that took work.
So Jeannie admitted that she had to actually work on her anger when being in a relationship with Jeezy.
Because he wasn't going for
Now, I
it.
don't know how successful her conflict resolution skills were because Jeezy still ended up leaving. And I'm not going to put the full blame on Jeannie because I know Jeezy has his issues as well. He's had a lot of trauma in his past relationships, and he also was even arrested for being violent towards his own son. So yes, Jeannie has a temper, but Jeezy clearly has a temper as well. So I don't think the blame lies on one person.
No, it ain't
and
just
I'm not
her.
insinuating that there was any abuse in their marriage, but to me it seems like they weren't really communicating well, and that could have played a part in their separation. And they both went their separate ways. And I also think Jeezy got tired of being married, honestly. He hardly posts about his family on social media, and I always find it interesting when one person posts all about their family and another person doesn't.
Stuff like that
I
catches
understand
my
that
attention
Jeezy
too.
wants his business to be separate from his personal life, but I thought it was a little odd that he would hardly make posts about Jeannie. Jeezy is not like Gucci Mane. Gucci Mane is very proud of his
And
family.
he gonna
He's
talk
always
about his
posting
woman
wife,
and his
Keisha, their
kids.
children. But
Well, the
Jeezy
two he
wasn't
got with
doing
her.
that. And now I see why he and Jeannie clearly weren't in the best space, which is why he's separating from her. He was the one who actually beat her to the punch and filed for divorce. And that speaks
Not beat her to the
volumes.
punch.
It really does. But anyway, tell me what you all think about this video down below. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and share this video if you care. Thank you so much for
This was an interesting take.
It was. It was very interesting.
But the reason why it's gonna eventually come out. Usually I always do. It's gonna eventually come out. But I'm just curious.
Yeah. I hope that, like, as all of this is transpiring, they're divorcing and stuff, that they can be mature enough not to, like, because, you know, some people get, you know, when people start coming up with ideas and putting stuff in the news and stuff like that, coming up with stuff,
they start.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Then they start going at it and it starts to be messier than it has to be. So hopefully they stay, you know, because I like to see a nice, smooth divorce. It's fine. Now, Jeezy, let me know if you come back out with them T-shirts. I didn't get one in high school. My mama wouldn't let me have one. So
This ain't the time nor the place.
sorry.
This ain't the time nor the place. Y'all, make sure you like, comment. I forgot what I was going to say. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Let us know what you think down in the comments below. You know what I'm saying?
How y'all feel about the split?
Yeah, man. You know, no split is a good split. Well, nope.
Sometimes
that is not true.
It's better than being together.
That's not true. I take that back. But
whatever's best for you.
It's I don't know what I'm trying to say. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. We appreciate y'all from the bottom of my heart. We catch you on the next one. We out.